Be the first to admit and wanna stroke that kitten, fell right into her trap. Now all that fur and a purring.
Hey, welcome to Sin City Bounty. We're back. Woo! Are you brave enough? That's our tagline, you know.
Are you brave enough?
I think at the end, too, we should now change it to, we'll see you next week if you're brave enough.
And then that's when I jump in and go, later, bitches.
Okay.
Deuces. I'm going to do my douchebag deuces.
Look at your nails.
Gangster
What?
thing. That's very,
Oh, her mic is on.
Okay.
Is it my mic that's not on? Oh, my mic doesn't have an off and on.
Getting closer?
We don't have an on and off.
You know, I've pulled it a lot, so it's very stretched over here. So I could have unhooked it.
It's
but
always an issue when you pull it.
I got a thumbs up. I'm good. What were we talking about?
Deuces.
Oh yeah, that's no longer gangster. That's very like redneck now.
Yeah, it's very douchey.
Yeah, douchey.
It's very white boy douche.
Did the Jersey guys use it?
Good job. Good job self-whatevering over there.
Did they?
No,
self-policing?
on Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore?
I know
Did they use
everything
that there?
about Jersey Shore? No, they did not.
Do you know everything about Jersey Shore?
I watched it once on accident. I was home. It was a weekend like Memorial Day or 4th of July. I accidentally saw an episode, and then I couldn't stop, and I was fucking hooked, and I was so upset at myself because it was horrible.
Well, obviously you didn't jump on the Snooki bandwagon because you're still not orange.
I once went. I think I've said many times I hate dressing up in costume, but I once went as Snooki.
Did you get orange face paint and everything?
No, I didn't do very well at it. I couldn't even puff my hair up that much.
Was it kind of like a guilty pleasure? Do you watch like Housewives of Atlanta or Housewives or anything? My mom is like a huge. Every time I go to my mom's house, some Housewives is on TV, and she yells at the TV. She yells at the ladies. She complains that they fight so much, that they're so vindictive and so petty, but she cannot stop watching that show.
Yeah, I don't watch that one. I have a lot of other ones that I watch, but that's not one.
I don't watch any of that shit.
I don't. I usually don't either. The Bachelor is like popular right now. I'm not a big fan.
Occasionally, I'll
too
watch
busy.
a season of The Bachelor.
Will
Like
ya?
I watched. Oh yeah, there was a season. Oh my God, this guy. He was so hot. He was a professional soccer player, and he was just amazingly hot. They would show promos of him like running on the beach, and it was amazing. And so
Did his level of douchebaggery equal his level of
so
hotness?
bad. They should have just filmed the entire season of him like running on the beach shirtless, because once he spoke, he was such an asshole and he was mean. And I mean, there were girls who left, and he even, it was mean at the end, and whoever picked him, like they broke up, and she's even like, he was horrible. He was awful. Whoever vetted him could not get past the beach thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, whoever vetted him for exactly the reason that he got on the show. He was a douchebag.
He was a douchebag.
It brought in ratings.
He did, but he did it in a way that he upset a lot of groups. Like he came out and said something against gay people, and just every time he did an interview, he made it worse, where at least like NBC tried to scrub him out a little and make him at least semi-likable. And when they couldn't, again, they flashed to him kicking a soccer ball shirtless, and it worked.
They were like, oh, douchebag, quick,
Right, yeah, you're watching, you're like, what an asshole.
I think one of the things that bothers me about those shows more than anything is, in my personal life, there is no way I would be among a contingent of 10 other women or even 2 other women vying for a man's affection. If I found out that there were 2 other women, 1 other woman, I would just walk the fuck away.
Right,
Well-
then don't go on the show. But
Oh, definitely not.
So coming from someone who found out that there were 2 other women,
I remember this. I remember this guy.
This is Fabulous Dave, by the way.
No.
No.
Fabulous
This is Super Dave.
Super Dave.
At first, I knew we weren't monogamous when we first started dating because we were just dating, right? And then when it started to get a little more serious, it was like, well, I don't plan on being monogamous. And then you make the choice. Well, okay, do I want to try this loosely based polyamory thing, or do I go for it? Do I try to win? And then you get one of two reactions. Either A, I'm going to be so amazing he'll pick me.
Right.
Which is the very competitive spirit almost every woman has.
Right.
Or B, it would be like, nah, fuck this shit. Or, well, I guess there's three choices. Or C, you'd be like, oh, that's great. I don't have to fuck him every single day. I can send him to somebody else to make them do it.
Right. The sister wives mentality, I
Right,
guess. Right.
Which I tried.
You
Option
actually
3.
did well with.
I did well with
You
number
do
3.
with. She had the issue.
She had the issue.
That's right.
Mostly because he was choosing me over her most of the time.
But she would not walk the fuck away.
She would not walk the fuck away. She guilted him into
She
staying
became
with him.
She pulled out every means necessary. She chose option 1.
And they now live together with his ex-wife and all the kids.
There you go.
Your mic is too low.
My mic is too low. Hello?
For the Ustream?
I'm just going to turn the Ustream volume up.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
There we go. I should be louder now for the rest of you. who
But
are
we
listening.
are. I know that all of us,
Whatever.
all of us can't wait till I think it's June 27th for Orange is the New Black.
I am on a Crazy Eyes hump kick. Like, I am so ready for some fucking Crazy Eyes. I love fucking Crazy Eyes.
Would you
She is amazing.
Would you
She's
have been
amazing.
her girlfriend in the slammer?
No, I would have probably been Tasty. I would have been like her keeper, but not her girlfriend.
Tasty. I love Tasty.
Tasty's amazing.
I love Tasty.
Tasty's amazing.
So
I'm probably more a Piper.
You
Like,
are-
She
Yeah,
kind of came in
definitely.
all like.
No. You are
Oh,
not
shit.
a Piper. You're that little Asian girl who ended up flipping the fuck out. That's who you are. You're the,
The
peace light.
activist?
Yes,
The
the peace
activist?
light and love activist.
I'm not eating ever.
Well, see, that's why that couldn't be me. I would be like, give me all the food.
So
Like, give me the pie. Give me the pie.
The
Crazy
reality
Eyes.
is,
I'll
though, I
do
would
it.
probably end up being Red. Like, that would be the reality
I
of it.
love Red. I would like to emulate Red as well, but I
You'd
probably
be Tasty.
yeah.
You would be Tasty.
I'm a Tasty.
Yeah.
So I was at my mom's today. I got to go see my mom today before the show, and I always ask her, "What are you watching? What are you watching, Mom?" Because she's got the Android TV and she can watch everything. She's keeping up with Game of Thrones. I don't even have access to Game of Thrones.
Can we all have a moment of silence for Hold the Door? Hodor. You haven't seen it yet?
No.
You need to watch it.
I know.
It was Sunday, right?
I have it
Yeah.
DVR. I just haven't watched last week's episode.
You
yet.
just need to download the app on your phone and watch it wherever you are. My
So
friend.
I
Oh,
suggested.
yeah, like I got time.
So I suggested to my mom, I said, well, how about Orange is the New Black? There's two seasons you can catch up on, and then you can watch the new one that's coming out at the end of next month. She goes, what's that about? I said, it's about women in jail. She goes, women don't belong in jail. Women not supposed to be in jail. Women's supposed to be too nice to go to jail. I don't want to watch no movie about women in jail.
Did you tell her there was
How-
lesbian sex
Yeah,
scenes?
did you tell her like they're eating each other out in the church?
She has no interest whatsoever.
No?
None.
I bet you if you told her there were lesbian sex scenes, she'd watch it.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Brian
My
would.
mom has the weirdest taste. So when I walk in today, she is watching a movie called Grimsby. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this movie, but there's some big actors in it. And the final scene is they're trying to prevent the entire world from being inundated with the AIDS plague or something like that from rockets. They're being shot out of a soccer stadium. And in order to do that, it needs to explode in a confined, sealed place. So they sit on them with their buttholes being the containment device as they're being shot into the air. My mom is cracking the hell up. And when I was leaving, she was watching Zoolander 2. So my mom...
There's a 2?
There is a 2.
Yeah, there's a
My mom has the most... She loves silly. She loves silly. I don't understand her... I don't understand her humor at all. Except when she just says stuff that's funny, so...
I feel like I need to. I've watched the first season so many times already.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second season I watched twice. The third season only once. So I probably should go back before then. But we were talking about, as you suggested, a sleepover marathon session.
Hell yeah. Everybody comes over at
So-
like 10 a.m. and we have champagne brunch and then we start it and then we just end it whenever it ends. And if we've got to take a sleep break at some point, like I'm going to go get some blow up air mattresses because I know these bitches can't get up the stairs. And I'll bring the futon downstairs and we'll just camp out in the living room. They have to put up with the dog though. He likes to snuggle. all 95 pounds of him.
I
Sounds
would
like a plan.
offer my living room, but my streaming always cuts out on the
Oh.
TV, and it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, June 1st, I have new internet going in at my house, and it's going to be the shit that you'd be like, why do you pay that much for it? Bitch, because I got Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Netflix. That's why.
Yep.
And I'm about to get me some HBO Go now, and I'm about to get me some Showtime On Demand, and I'm about to get me some other shit on demand, and then I'm going to get rid of the DirecTV shit.
We should get the Android TV. I bet you would like that as much.
Yeah, I want to get like a Roku box or an Android TV or something like that. Yeah.
I'm when I spend time at my mom's, I go, "What? How are you watching this? What?"
Yeah, I got to
Get
work
the
on that.
Roku.
Get the Roku?
Yes,
Yeah.
because here before too long, you're going to be on Roku.
Yeah.
Oh, so we probably should get the Roku.
Yeah, we're going to be on Roku eventually, y'all.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So you don't have to log into the Ustream, but unless you want to chat with us.
It's going to be a live stream on the Roku?
No.
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 It'll just be playing.
Right.
Okay.
That'll be cool.
That's
You
kinda
heard it
cool.
here. We're going to be on a Roku channel, bitches. Roku. Now I got to buy Roku.
Yeah, I'm sitting here wondering. I'm like, does my boss have Roku? Roku?
Your boss,
Roku?
I'll bet you your boss is on Ustream all the time, checking for live shows.
They don't.
I love,
Here's the thing. The only way someone is going to find us, unless you tell them about it, is if they are specifically looking for fat chicks who do online radio shows.
Right, but if they're flipping through, can they find it? Will it be on a
Depends.
channel that they can flip to?
It depends. We're getting popular enough to where we may show up in the beginning. Because if you go to Ustream, because I do it all the time, because I always want to see what's going on. PBS is on there. I love Ustream. ABC News is on there. CNN is on there, and they're live streaming. And I can go and click in on a stream. NASA is on Ustream, which is great.
Do they live stream the shit that's between broadcasts? So like you hear them cussing during the breaks?
No.
I'm going to tell you something. Having worked in the broadcast business for as many years as I have, as soon as the mic's cut, as soon as you roll to credit, as soon as you move to advertisement, that non-cussing thing that happens, I'm going to tell you right now, your favorite morning newscaster cusses like a fucking sailor during the ad breaks. I don't care how sweet and innocent she is. I watch News 3. I wake up every morning. There's a free plug for you bitches. Mrs. Wagner, I have seen her a little bit shit-faced and totally cussing.
Damn. On TV.
No, at the Broadcasters
Oh.
Gala. At the Broadcasters Gala, everybody drinks.
I will tell you, one of my favorite things to do every morning when I get up is I go to my Hulu account and I get all the shows that because I don't have regular TV at home, right? So I get all my stuff on Hulu or Amazon or Netflix. And the nightly show, which is with Larry Wilmore, which is it like fills in for Jon Stewart's The Daily Show, even though I still watch The Daily Show all the time. He did a little segment on local TV, and local TV gets away with some shit, right? So one of the focuses that he had last night was the sports guy was going to tell the story about some player who was going to be in the Space Jams movie, but he was looking over at the desk lady, and as he said, someone's going to be in the Spaceballs movie, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, are you mad? We mentioned that earlier." And he just went off on her about how many years have we been working together, and do I ever come in and said there's problem with the irrigation, and then brought his mom into the conversation about, you've been, friends with me, you're friends with my mom, you've been to my house, you've been to my mom's house. He went off on her.
That's the other thing about broadcasters. They are so full of themselves.
It was crazy.
I don't care if there's 5 people watching them on a Ustream channel. They think they the shit. I mean, we are the shit, but...
Yeah, there's a difference. We are the shit. And we say it in front of you. We don't wait till the mics are off.
That's right.
There are
We will
several.
talk about shit right now.
There are several shows and podcasts here in the Valley. I think there's one that does plus size things. Maybe it's more relationship oriented than we are now, as opposed to what we used to be. And one of my favorite people hosts that one with the chef guy who we've had on our show.
It's great.
And I've listened to a couple of episodes of it, and it's, granted it's not the quality that we have now or that we've had for a while, thanks to Worldwide Digital Broadcasting with
Great
our
plug.
fabulous YouTube videos, but it's a really good show. And I love listening to other podcasts. Speaking of other podcasts, you were Soccer Mom on Saturday, so you could not come with us. But Sierra and I did a guest appearance on one of our favorite shows, and that is the Geek Lounge podcast.
Yay. Yes, they are still around. They're not a weekly podcast like we are. They're like twice monthly or something like that. And which is honestly the way most podcasts are going these days.
Right. We're still waiting for the file. They have not yet uploaded the podcast. I'm checking Adam Smasher's page every day, Luis Latorre's page every day, and the Geek Lounge page on Facebook every day. But you can go to gigahub.com. I believe that's the website, Gigahub.
That's GEGAHUB.com.
Right? Or you can just type in The Geek Lounge on Facebook, and we'll put a link up on our Facebook for it, too.
I saw the photos. I was so jealous.
It was so much fun. I hadn't seen them in forever, and of course I missed Munch, who's no longer a part of the Geek Lounge, but he was one of the guys who started it, and Daryl.
The big nerdy black guy.
Yeah, I loved him. I believe he might be coming back. He's still in their profile picture, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Sierra, if you ever want to see Sierra go full on geek, listen to this podcast.
I do nerd the fuck out.
I was quiet for so much of it because she was like totally, completely geeked out on the show.
I was. We just nerded the fuck out of that show. What did you call me? A well-rounded or a diversified nerd or
Very
something
diversified,
like?
yeah.
I have a lot of I have a good amount of information about a lot of subjects, and that makes me intelligent enough to talk about a lot of things.
So we're going to have them on our show very, very soon, both Adam and Luis, and if they get a new co-host. We did suggest if they wanted to diversify their co-hosting. We have a bunch of nerd girls that we could recommend.
Not this one.
I was just going to say.
We did talk extensively about how you are not a nerd, but how you are dating a nerd or seeing a nerd. And,
Fucking a nerd.
and have given you advice on your sex life with nerds. So, but we did miss you. We mentioned you quite a bit. So
Thank you.
We did, but we did mention how you would just probably be in the corner
I
on
would
your
have.
phone.
I would
Because
have.
as soon as we started discussing like the merits of Spider-Man 121, Adam Smasher, or anything else like that, you would have just been like, "Meh, no, 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 no. What's
Right.
going on with Orange Is the New Black? When's
we're
that
taking
coming out?"
selfies.
Right. That's probably what I would have done the entire time. Although I will say, Luis is the very first lap I ever sat on since becoming a host on this show. So
That's right.
Holds a
At
special
our
place in my heart.
200th anniversary.
Yes.
He remembers that quite well, actually.
Yes, he does.
You
He does.
should.
So big shout out to the Geek Lounge, and expect to see them on very, very shortly. 20 after. Let's do our curse word of the week. We need to make sure we get that mix in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably in there somewhere, but we'll get it for next week.
Yeah. So I got to pull it up because I got to read it because it was a long description that I
know
typed up.
she texted it me while she was on her way to come pick me up, so I know that it was a spur of the moment curse word of the week. We haven't done curse word of the week in a couple of weeks, and I'm behind actually on making the little things for it.
You've had the time to catch up, see?
I know.
Slacking. Curse word of the week this week is dick puncher. A dick puncher is that fucknut that pulls in front of you as you're driving down the street just because he thinks he's entitled to get across the 4 lanes of traffic so he can make a left-hand turn, but then he stops in your lane because the other 3 lanes already have cars in them. Then you miss your light because this fucking dick puncher can't move forward, effectively trapping you in his aura of douchery. Dick puncher.
Dick puncher. Our board op and co-president?
The boss.
I am the president.
The president loves your curse word of the week. So
Thank you.
There we go.
That was, by the way, just so you all know, that was entirely off the cuff. Not as I was driving, because I was obviously stuck behind a fucking dick puncher who's trying to get across my lane of traffic.
But how is this different from a left turn slut?
Okay, so a left turn douchebag is the guy who's already in the left-hand turn lane, but he doesn't turn left when the light turns green, so that you miss your left turn green. This is you're driving straight forward, right? And the guy's like pulling out of a parking lot or something, and he needs to get to the left-hand turn lane. So he's trying to go across all 4 lanes of traffic, and he's got like 2.5 feet before the corner, so he's like trying to drive in front of everyone. But he obviously stops in your lane and keeps you from moving forward, so you don't make your fucking light.
I feel like you curse a lot during your drive.
She does.
I do.
Like all of them are driving oriented.
I know that it's 20 after and we're usually done with our, mishmash and whatever. But she has, when we went to the podcast on the Geek Lounge, Luis Latore had to do a rant, a convenience store first world problem rant. And on the way here, Sierra had developed also a rant that she wanted to give, even though I tried profusely to calm her down because it involved our food.
At a McDonald's. I hate 8. That's when you're like angry, so you eat food you don't normally eat. I hate 8 McDonald's.
I've been there.
I hate McDonald's. I think it's gross. I can tolerate their coffee, their tea, and a couple of their salads, but most of the rest of their food I just don't like. But I had a Big Mac and fries because I was hate eating. That's what you do. And so we ordered our coffees, which are very, very simple. I'm going to tell you our coffee order. So if you ever want to, you can come to Vegas and order our coffee for us. So Alexia takes hers. They're both large coffees, large iced coffees, no liquid sugar. That's the base for both coffees. You then add 7 Splendas to hers. This is exactly how I ordered it. I'd like 1 large iced coffee, no liquid sugar, add 7 Splendas. And I wait till he says, would you like anything else? Yes. I'd like another large coffee, no liquid sugar. That's it. That guy repeated this order. We went through this roundabout like 5 times before he just said, please pull to the first window.
And she got angrier and angrier and angrier. So on the drive from the drive-through speaker to the driveway to the window, I'm trying to calm her down.
I'm like, I'm gonna punch a bitch. Like, it's not that complicated. And then this motherfucker has the nerve to ask me, well, do you want cream in that? Bitch, did I say I did not want cream in that? It comes standard with cream. If I don't want cream, I'll tell you no cream. Put cream in my fucking...
So we finally get this guy to get the coffees right. He gets the rest of the order right. We go to the next window, which is where you go to pick up your food.
Bitch leans out the window and says, did you want creamer in that? Eat you alive.
Total first world problem. Yes, we know. She was very cranky. She is much calmer now that she has eaten, though.
It's because I'm constipated. I need to poop.
Few things really quick. Kelly Guy, Sierra making Road Rage funny on a weekly basis.
This is true.
He also mentioned, I believe he's referring to me about Nerd by Injection. So.
You are Nerd by
it.
Injection.
So, and we have Fernie with us, as well as Ram Tax Prep.
Hi, Fernie. I love you, Fernie.
Ramtax Prep! Oh my god, I was just thinking about you!
Although it's totally not tax season, so she should totally have time to watch the show.
That's
now.
right. That's right. Although she's busy all year round, but we love having you here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Fernie doesn't eat McDonald's either, but she does love the sugar-free vanilla, French vanilla iced coffee.
They're iced.
Ram Prep said, wow, I thought I get angry with restaurants. So.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had a coffee from McDonald's, and it was a hot coffee from McDonald's. And I usually don't drink fast food coffee at all. Like Jack in the Box coffee is horrendous. You know, Wendy's coffee, no, that's why I go to Starbucks mostly. But the first time I needed a cup of coffee, I didn't have a lot of money. I went to McDonald's. That coffee was so delicious. It was bold. It was, oh God, it was so good. And it was the same as the iced coffee. They just chill it or whatever. And I fell in love with their coffee. That's the only reason. The only reason I will go to McDonald's is for the iced coffee.
I was going to make a comment about how I like my coffee and how McDonald's makes it, but it's totally inappropriate, and you get mad at me and you're sitting next to me, so I don't want you to hit me.
I feel I would already.
Yep.
I will say from Jack in the... I don't drink coffee at all, but Jack in the Box now
That's because
has
she
those,
mainlines Red Bull and Rockstar.
right, just tap a thing. But they have Mellow Yellow Zero in those machines at
Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box now. But I did the most horrible thing the other day.
Did you put grape in it?
No, I had one for breakfast. I went through a drive-through and I grabbed one for breakfast, and then I passed another Jack in the Box later, and I sent my child in to refill it. Totally different location. And I had it prepped because she was very nervous, and I said, if they say, first, you're a child. They will not say anything to you. Second, if they do, just say, my mom went through the drive-thru and you got her drink wrong. That's it. But no, it was awful. I took a free refill. I'm going to hell.
Teaching our children how to game the system, y'all.
I used to work in the convenience store industry, and refills weren't free, but they were, less inexpensive than you could bring in your own cups and refill them and stuff like that. That's nothing compared to some of the things that people did.
They bring in a Circle K cup at 7-Eleven and be like, I just got this here.
Got coolers. People would bring in got coolers and want to fill them up from the Gatorade spout. It's horrible.
I used to have 7-Eleven had this. I think you all know I drink bladder buster size drinks, but I don't actually drink the entire drink.
Right.
Probably 75% is wasted. Wasted.
Is it just the size of the cup in your hand?
I like having a lot of ice. I will fill it up with ice, but then I don't like when it gets watered down. Catch 22.
Another first world problem.
Yes, but I used to have this.
Look, I'm going all Forrest Whitaker over here.
All right.
So I used to have this big bladder buster, and I would fill it.
She can't look at me now. I have been working on my Forrest Whitaker for months now just so I could do that to you. You should see me practice in the morning with my mirror. It's hilarious.
I think we've lost it.
I think we lost her. Oh, you want me to do it? Oh.
Oh, too funny.
My Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize that he was zooming in on you to do that. I look up and we can see ourselves on the screen here. The entire screen is filled with her face. It was so funny. Oh my God. God, I love our show.
Well, it's 1:30. It's time to talk.
Call this.
This is a fucking circus, and it's hilarious.
Just no clowns.
We're all going to hell.
No
We all
clowns.
are. Straight there. Straight there.
Who do you
not
think's
pass
driving the
out.
fucking bus, man?
It's true.
I
I
got
have
you.
I have a little corner office down there. I'm going to be HR.
Did he send you your magazine for your office furniture yet?
Not yet.
I've gotten mine. Got this beautiful cherry wood desk going in my office.
Oh man.
Well, let's cover our first story. It's 1:30.
All right. Which one are we gonna cover?
Let's start with
Chewbacca Mama.
You want to start with Chewbacca? So,
Chewbacca
as
Mama.
a social media person, of course, I saw this video like 100 times over the weekend. All of you know her, Chewbacca Mama. Everybody has seen this video. Everybody.
She's
There's like
hilarious.
110 million views on this video, maybe even more now. From the moment that she posted it on Thursday to when she went to bed Thursday night, it was 1,000, and when she woke up, it was over 1 million.
Yeah. Because it's fucking hilarious.
So
It's the most amazingly joyous thing I have seen on the internet in a long time.
and everybody loved it, so much so. And her name is Candace Payne. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's 37 years old, definitely a curvy girl, right? She decided to live stream on Facebook the fact that she just bought this toy, a Chewbacca mask, if you haven't seen it. And she did it because she wanted to prove to all of her friends that it was her mask. Because she had kids at home, and she knew that the kids would take her mask, and they would be playing with it, so when her friends came over, and she said, oh, that's my mask, they wouldn't believe her. So that's the only reason that she streamed it. Because of this, because of all the love that she's gotten, because of her pure human joy, of having this toy.
It's fucking infectious. If you are one of the like 2 people in the world left who have not seen it yet, Google Candace Payne Chewbacca Mama. Actually, you
Or
just
just
need to
Chewbacca-
just
Chewbacca
Chewbacca
Mama.
Mama. Yeah. It will come up.
It's one, a lot of people had started posting it, and I didn't jump on board right away. I mean, I'm obviously not a huge Star Wars, person, and I figured it would be lost on me. I didn't know,
Yeah.
it was like Chewbacca Mom, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And so finally I clicked on it, and when I did it, it was the same thing. Like, it was very just infectious. It was pure joy.
Right.
Like, she was just so happy. And I've seen her now. I saw some videos today of her on various outlets, and she has the same, like, the laugh. It's just like pure. It's not forced. It's just absolutely like she's such a happy person.
So I watched one of the videos was where Kohl's loved the video so much that they brought her $2,500 in gift cards, plus boxes of Star Wars toys, including more Chewbacca masks, so her kids could have them. And then you said something about 10,000 points or something like that.
Yeah, they have reward points for Kohl's, and they gave her points that will be valid during back to school time.
Right.
So.
And then another video that I watched today was where she showed up on the James Corden show, where he sits in the car with celebrities. So she's like celebrity of the moment, of course. And they both put on the masks, and the guest star is J.J. Abrams in the back seat. And when she gets to meet him, she just like completely freaks out.
That's a separate video, and that one is so good. Again, it is that pure joy that like radiates from her.
She's genuinely enthusiastic. Like, it's not like forced fangirl like you see sometimes, but she's just genuinely enthusiastic about the whole experience, and it makes me feel really bad about myself, because I'm like, I am not that happy. I've never known anything to give me that much joy in life.
Like, everybody, the new phrase is find your Chewbacca mask.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I love it.
Find your
that's the
Chewbacca
new
mask.
thing. Find your Chewbacca mask.
We should. You know what? I'm gonna make you John. I'm gonna send you a picture that says up there. Find your Chewbacca mask. And then the last video I saw was where this weekend, I believe, in Texas is the Star Wars Con or some kind of con, and she's got 4 VIP passes plus a private meet and greet with Mayhew, the guy who plays Chewbacca,
which is awesome.
So she's I just read that she's going to be up on Good Morning America, so she's going to make the round. So you're going to get to meet her.
I want her on Jon
eventually.
Stewart, or not Jon Stewart, Jimmy Fallon. I want her here. You want her here,
Right?
I want her on Jimmy Fallon. That would be amazing.
But I am now a huge fan of Candace Payne, and I will, wherever she shows up, I'll watch it. So
Jimmy Fallon's still, my number one,
Right.
but James Corden, man, he's edging him. Yeah.
isn't he on later though? He's on a later, or is he at the same time?
I actually don't know. I don't watch them live. I record Jimmy Fallon, but I never actually watch it. When I watch them, I watch it on my computer.
I watch the highlight clips that they post on Facebook.
That's what I usually watch. All of them. I've watched all the Jimmy Corden ones because they're great. I love when he gets in a car with a music guest.
The
and they
carpool
sing.
karaoke is amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
Especially when he has Justin Bieber on. I'm just saying.
So that's my first story. Your turn.
Oh, I have one that I shared on our Sin City Bounty page, and there is.
I fucking love that picture.
Pornhub has a new sex-themed fitness program called Fit as Fuck.
Fit as fuck.
And
Fit as fuck.
If Fit as Fuck were a real thing, this bitch would weigh 120 pounds and I'd be ripped like Jesus.
well, this has listen, this is for people who, sex can be a really great workout, and the sex-themed fitness program Bang Fit, it's marketed as. They realize, Pornhub realizes that they've contributed to America's sedentary issue.
I can see that. Yes.
So they've put this together as a combination of the cardio of Zumba, the intensity of CrossFit, and the flexibility of yoga. So Bang Fit promises to spice up your sex life and make a solid excuse to watch porn alongside your partner or partners. Definitely an SFW program syncs to your iPhone and features exercises for users to follow along with and, of course, execute.
I love that.
I like the
that
missionary
it will sync
press.
to your iPhone.
Yes,
Squat and thrust.
They will challenge you to squat and thrust or give the missionary press a whirl. It involves science. So it will validate you with hilariously creepy phrases like, you're the gymnastiest.
You're the gymnastiest.
Or you are the porn god. And if you see these little videos, they're amazing.
They're hilarious.
It looks like, though, their partner. It's for partners. Do you need a partner?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. I
Although,
believe so.
if you are lonely and you need a companion, we do know a company in, LA or San Diego that makes sex dolls. Perfectly acceptable.
In LA. They do make the very realistic dolls.
I'm down in the comments, and one of the comments says, seems legit. Ever tried holding a half squat and thrusting your pelvis for 10 straight minutes? The guy right underneath it says, used to call them monkey fuckers in the military. It was an actual PT exercise.
Yes, it is.
So I guess you can do it alone.
You can.
Not as much fun.
Not as much fun.
Let me click play on this.
You can always hire someone.
There is that.
It's cheaper than paying for a gym membership.
If they would decriminalize sex workers, then that would be a good thing.
They're not sex working. You're hiring them to come work out with you. You're paying them to be your workout partner.
That is a nice loophole.
See?
Very cool.
I don't have any. None of my fat friends will come work out with me, so I hired someone to come work out with me. He just happens to be hot, and his name is Jorge. and
Jorge
in
is
his
a
day
workout
job,
guru.
he's a pool boy.
Not a pizza delivery.
No. And then
Would
there's
that defeat the purpose?
And then there's
a pizza
Juan
delivery
Carlos.
guy coming to
he's a cabana boy.
help you work out.
Usually it's the copier tech, right? I've seen porns with the copier tech comes over into
Right,
the
but
office.
that's if it's an office one.
Yeah, if it's an
Obviously,
office porn.
I wouldn't want to work out in the office, so you'd have to get somebody to deliver to home. So.
But even Pornhub, it's not about standard porn anymore. The pizza delivery guy or the office worker.
it is if you search for it.
Oh, is it? Okay then.
Just because
You know what I'm
and
doing
I
at
are
night,
into
pizza delivery.
the chubby amateur porn scene doesn't mean
Right.
everyone else is into it.
Right.
Some people may be favoring the pizza delivery scenes.
I tell you, I have become a
guessing.
lover of the GIF format. Right?
It's like 35 seconds of just repeating the same thing.
I love GIF porn. Love it.
What was Jorge?
GIF porn.
The what?
Jorge the pool boy, and then there's Juan Carlos the cabana boy.
I thought he was the coffee delivery guy.
Juan Carlos. I don't know who the coffee delivery guy is. I haven't given him a name yet. Probably be Chad.
Wait, what is Juan Carlos?
A cabana boy. He's the guy in the tiny little shorts who brings you your piña colada.
And the towel.
And the towel. Would you like me to put some massage oil on your back? Please? You can pay me. $5 make you holla.
Toxie has lost it. Are we done with that story?
Yes. So apparently, if you're interested, find Bang Fit by Pornhub, their newest sex-themed fitness program.
Well, if I were to ever get involved in sex fit, it would have to I would have to make sure that I finish at the end, because it's just like BDSM for me or any other kind of play. If I'm going to play, I have to finish at the end. So the reward of being more fit is not enough. There has to be orgasming.
She won't go on a hike just because the hike is healthy and fun to do.
No.
She wants there to be sex at the end, or a waterfall, or a fucking picnic. Something has got to be at the end of the hike.
There has to be a purpose.
I'm kind of with
for
you
the hike.
there. Like, if I have to hike, there better be a fucking picnic basket at the end. Like, I get it. I do get it.
Fucking Yogi and Boo Boo over here. Meanwhile, Ranger Rick's just off going on a hike.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, if I'm gonna hike and I'm gonna go through that shit, there better be something at the end.
That's right.
Big dick.
My most preferred would be, a picnic lunch, waterfall, and sex. That would
All of
be
the above.
awesome.
These I can provide to you.
I don't want to have sex with you.
I can strap it on. You can close your eyes. You'll never know.
Here's what I want to know: what's in the picnic basket?
Big dick. You just open it up.
Her strap on.
Strap on. I'll put some
and cherry flavored lube.
Okay,
You're not gonna go
so
hungry.
note to self:
I'll put
no
some cheese
hikes
in there
with
for you.
Sierra. Like, I want like some sandwiches or shit in that picnic basket. You're not enticing me with that. Like, I want, if you tell me there's sandwiches and cookies in that picnic basket, I'm going on the hike. But you can add whatever else you want to in there. But I'm going on that hike.
I can
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
there.
there's sandwiches and cookies in the picnic basket.
I will check it before we go. I've done that.
right.
I've done that.
I will
You're not
need
going
you
to trick
to.
me with that again.
Previous boyfriend of mine, we went to Sedona.
Oh, I love Sedona.
Sedona is beautiful, but the only thing to do in Sedona is hike.
And fuck.
Well, not publicly, because everywhere are tourists hiking. So unless you like to do it with the danger of, the public seeing it.
Live on the edge.
And I remember we went to this Devil's Cauldron or something like that, and don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful, beautiful hike. Lots of different flora and fauna and these manzanilla bushes and toadstools and gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. But I want to say about 20 minutes in, I'm like, are we going anywhere? I mean, that's the first.
Are we going in a circle? Because it's all trees and shit.
And I knew this was the beginning of the end. He goes, well, I just want to go to the top of that ridge so you can see the view, and then we'll come back. I'm like, you want me to walk? Oh, and it looked like a far, far hike. And I said, you want me to walk there for a view? He said, you'll be amazed at this view. I'm like, I don't have a camera to take a picture of the view, so no.
Unless I could take a selfie by the view.
Before selfies.
This was before selfies. So I said, I'll tell you what, I will wait here or I will go back to the car. And you are more than welcome to hike. And I'm pretty sure the next weekend I did not leave our room or the downtown area. Because I did not want to go on any more hikes.
Like, I might be willing to go on a hike if I was assured that, number one, there were bathrooms with running water along the way.
Yes.
And number two, there were snack shops, like a little hot dog
or-
cart.
I need some cinnamon
benches.
roasted almonds.
Or even benches, benches to sit on, or fallen trees that I could sit on,
No, because there's I'd like a nice clean picnic table.
I have no issues with the bugs and the flora, and I love nature. I do. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I'm with you. I'm an urban girl. I want the urban pleasantries of toilet paper and, a chair.
I love to be part of nature. Like, I love nature as well. I love to be part of it, but I don't like feeling it. So, for example, I love the beach. I love the beach.
But she doesn't like the sand.
I don't like I hate the feel of the sand. If you see me in the water, it means I have to piss. There is no other reason I'm going in the water. The beach is my favorite place to be, but honestly, if you see me in the water past my feet, don't come near me.
It's really warm over here.
I'm peeing. I'm telling you. That's the only reason you'll find me in there. But it's the same thing with like in the woods and stuff.
You can't go to the beach with me because I will call your ass out. She's peeing. She's peeing.
And I only choose beaches with an actual running bathroom. But if the bathroom happens to be further than the ocean, I'll go in the water.
No, I'm with you. I love the beach is one of my most favorite places to go. But every time I have gone to the beach, it's always been one of the public beaches where there are restrooms up the beach.
I purposely pay for parking. I will go to the beaches. Huntington Beach is one of my favorites, and we'll go right by the pier, and I will pay to park. I will know it's super crowded, but I will know that there are bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I have to rinse. Like, I can't ride around with sand in my crotch. I can't handle it. I hate the stickiness, of the whale sperm from the water.
Now, I used to be like Sierra, where I would camp, but the longer I camped, the more luxurious my camping got, which meant more
Right.
packing. I had carpets, I had foams,
Yes.
I had all of my bedding from home, my down comforters, and my pillows and everything. Then there were electric heaters, and then there were I had an indoor patio with a little
Yes.
chair, 2 chairs and
how
a
I
table.
I want to go. Oh, really quick. Wendy of Neverland said, "So, you make me feel like a natural woman isn't on your playlist," and it is not. But I want to go camping. You have talked about camping before, and I want to go. Like, I actually want to camp, but I need a campground with maybe a pool and a running bathroom
She wants a
nearby.
KOA.
Well, that's normally where I stay.
Actually, I can't. I will sing I'm a natural woman all the time because I'm very unruly down here.
I am
And I think that qualifies for being a natural woman. Thank you very much.
Do you shave?
Yeah, not all the way. I trim very close. But I hate.
I'm very tempted to go do the Brazilian thing.
I've said
Only
it so
if I
many
get to be there and
times.
hold your butt cheeks apart while she.
My friends do. There's actually a woman
hairs
here
are
in
cracked.
town who specializes in bigger girls, and my friends all go, regularly. But I
You
just
are n-
haven't done it.
You are not pouring hot wax in my ass crack. And you're certainly not.
I don't think
had
that's
my
quite
legs-
how they do that.
I kind
It
of
is
want
how they
to
do
just
that.
for fun. Can we?
I had my legs waxed one time, and I almost slapped the bitch who did it. I cannot imagine having my vagina hairs plucked out one at a time with hot wax. That does not appeal to me.
As an admirer of her pristine white butt crack, I do not want any chance of there to be any scarring or pulling up of skin or anything like that. So I concur. No pouring of hot wax in her butt crack.
Then you don't want a Brazilian.
No.
Then you just want a wax.
No,
but not-
I don't want them taking my vagina hair either.
Honestly, I don't.
Then
I
you don't
haven't
wanna
seen.
wax.
I haven't seen your butt crack in a while, but there were no hairs in there when I did see it. So you may not have to have that area waxed.
They're very blonde. It's very hard to see them. That's why. But
You have
they're
to get
there.
very close. You have to get your face right in there. I've seen them.
I was pretty close.
I'm just kidding.
She could barely stand in the room while I was getting eaten out.
Kelly Guy said, "That's not whale sperm. Don't worry. It's just from the homeless guys who live there on the beach." And Ram Tax Prep said, "You can shave it every day in the shower, and it's much healthier and more sanitary. And don't use the Intuition shaver and bend." So
What practical advice from Ram Tax Prep. I love it.
Our tax lady teaching you how to shave your vagina. If only the IRS would listen to her.
They actually do.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a solver. If you need your taxes done, let us know. I'll
We'll
hook
put
you
you
up
in
with some
touch.
Ram Tax Prep.
She'll do out-of-state people too, right?
She'll do anybody.
There you go. Just pivot her out.
She will assess you when she does the initial consultant night. I know that she's turned people away, so she won't put up with any bullshit.
Your shit's gonna get audited.
Let's do your other story.
Kelly Guy said the only thing Sierra needs waxed is her car.
Aww.
You're so sweet.
I have been so jealous of Sierra's Cali guy this week. He made dinner last night, and it was fabulous. Thank you, Cali guy.
Delicious.
And we had some great conversation about religion and the Quran and apocalyptic movies or scenarios, and I just love him to death.
He's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So your next story was about this new trend that's
right.
going on,
Oh,
which
okay,
I am
that one?
actually going to play a little bit of a devil's advocate on.
Okay, we talking about the I'm so sorry. I had the penis transplant up.
Oh, we can do that first. We've got about 6 minutes, I think, right?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, I'll go back really quick. I had posted it last week, but we didn't get a chance to discuss it. But there is a new trend, and what it is it is called. You did miss Big Cutie Eve. She was hot. It is called a
Boudoir.
a boudoir. Thank you. And it is a boudoir photo, which, typically women do a boudoir photo, and they're very sexy. They don't reveal too much, but like just enough. And
Glamour shots.
right, they're glamour shots.
No. They're not 1990s glamour shots.
Close, though.
They're
Same. I know the filter is the same. Whatever filter it is that they were using on those glamour shots, it was exactly the same.
The filter's the same, but the big hair and the really shitty makeup that
All
will
right,
give you
no,
skies
not
in
like
your eyes,
those.
not like that.
But
no.
these are, they're very sexy, and their photos, they're clean enough you could put up on your wall. But
Can we talk about those dickheads too before we get done with this?
yeah, we can as soon as we're. So there is one that it actually was photos I came across of a gentleman that I know. And I think they're fabulous photos, but it's guys doing them now.
In their underwear.
In their underwear. This one has him posing on a bed with some records, with a toy dinosaur.
That's not a toy dinosaur. That's
That
Godzilla.
is. It's a toy dinosaur.
It's Godzilla. Godzilla is not a dinosaur. He's a mutated Komodo dragon.
So I saw some others. There was another one today where it was a guy in cowboy gear.
We've posted one about a lumberjack.
Right.
Yes,
I
the
love the
lumberjack
lumberjack.
one. The
He's
lumberjack
great.
one is great. So it's a
Boudoir sessions are a big thing. They're fabulous. I'm going to put this out there that I would love to get a boudoir session photo shoot set as an anniversary gift. You got about 7 months to go.
Now, wasn't the initial reason that a boudoir was done before it became this trend was to stand up for women, saying, women, you don't need to put yourself in these positions to make yourself attractive or to give these, wasn't it a statement? Sexist,
not that I'm aware of.
Anti-sexist statement.
I actually find them, I think more so maybe the women who get them done do it for
Body
because they feel
positivity.
sexy and they feel empowered, and that's why they end up doing them.
I especially the lumberjack one. There is such sarcasm in those pictures.
Well, I
Yes.
think it at first. I mean, obviously, like just using the pictures that we have here, I'm pretty sure I haven't, seen this dude in years, but I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't lay around like this. So they're probably meant to be a little bit of a cheeky play on a traditional woman's boudoir picture, but I don't think it's with the intention of
Making
mocking
fun of.
them.
Yeah, no.
I would like to believe that the men who are doing these photo shoots are making a political statement.
So we will go
Sure,
with that.
they
They're
guys can
all
be-
political statements. Every single one
I
of
know.
them are political
And their
statements.
political statement is that guys can do these just like girls can. I think that's their political statement. It's it is sexual equality. Men can be just as hot and sexy in a bedroom filled with stuffed animals as women can.
Your friends, the ones that you just recently posted, I love those. I love them. I can see the cheek in it, but they're very reserved comparatively, of course, to the lumberjack one, which is quite silly.
It's very silly, but it's
So-
lovely.
But this one, this gentleman, his girlfriend helped pick out some of the
Poses?
different poses and the props. But I think it's really cool. I think it's
I think it's sexy as hell.
I love that he is not super trim with a washboard stomach.
He's a real dude.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. I think that's way hotter than.
he's
Yeah.
even in his socks.
It's great that he has black socks
He literally
on.
has his socks on in the photo with the plastic dinosaur.
So the other day I walked past a midget.
No.
Look at the arms on the dinosaur.
Okay. Godzilla.
Okay.
Don't.
That's all I gotta do. Bust out the M
Just
word.
gotta prove it. Just gotta prove it to her. She knows Tyrannosaurus Rex have little bitty arms.
They do.
And Godzilla has regular arms.
Godzilla does have regular arms.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
So this photographer is great too. I don't know who they are, but they're back from my my hometown area. So obviously they can't be that bad. Anything from back there must be.
If you're local, if you are a local, or even if you're not, and if you've done a boudoir session and would like to send us some photos, we would love to post them on our page. If you are local and would like to come on the show, make sure you contact us, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, or via email, via our website. Message us. We'd love to have you in studio. You can bring the photographer as well. We'll give him a shout out, and you can tell us about your experience and how much fun or how silly you felt when you did it. I know that we've been looking for maybe someone in town who has done one, or if you are a photographer or know a photographer who would like to come and talk to us about doing boudoir sessions, then we'd like to see that too. So how much time we got over there, John?
You're out of time.
Oh,
That's okay.
This is Alexia.
Sierra,
Toxie.
We're Sin City Bounty. Join us next week.
if you're brave enough.
Later, bitches.
She forgot what she was gonna say.
I did.
Such a fuck.
Can we try it one more time?
No. We'll practice
We'll
for
do it
next
next week.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.